everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another video. Doing my weekly coverage for you today on Kaspa. I usually kind of do Kaspa towards the end of the week, usually on Fridays, because I like to kind of give the project some time to, make some movement and do what it has to do. That's not to say if something major happens earlier in the week for the project that I won't cover it. I absolutely will, so you don't have to worry about that. But, Kaspa is really holding up here. We're at 16 cents today. It's looking really good. I think we're in a mode right now of pre-pumps. We're seeing this a lot with many other projects right now. Things are starting to pump. We saw it with Brett. We see it with Myro. We're starting to see it with many other meme coins. Hoppy is another one, although Hoppy was down a little bit, but Hoppy's moving pretty good. So I think we're in the time right now of the bull cycle where we see Bitcoin starting to pump, and that's kind of the step one or phase one to the bull cycle. Bitcoin will pump, and then once that really starts to pump, which it already has, obviously most people know we hit six figures earlier in the week. So once that starts to pump, then all of the other coins in the market will follow because most are at least a little correlated to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is kind of the leader in this. But Kaspa is looking great. I want to start with the 24-hour chart. We're going to go through all the views here as we always do. It's up 3.73% for the past 24 hours. We have an all-time low of 15 cents and an all-time high of 16 cents. So we're working with a 1 cent difference there. And obviously it is up right now. For the past 7 days, it's up 7.63%. We have an all-time low in the middle of that, in the middle of the week, or in the middle of those 7 days of 14 cents, but then it kind of hikes back up. It was at 14 on December 3rd, so it really kind of hiked back up to about 16 cents by December 4th. We see it go down again slightly to 15 cents again later in the evening on the 4th, but then it continues to go up. So we have 16 cents here by December 6th. Moving on to the 1 month view, we're up 41.96%. We have an all-time low of 11 cents and we have an all-time high of 17 cents. So we have this nice incline happening. The all-time low was on the 8th, and then by the 9th, we see it start to hike up to 13 cents, 14 cents, and then by November 10th, we were at 15 cents. And then, of course, the all-time high for the month, which was 17 cents, was hit on November 19th, came back down again a little bit, and we were kind of floating around in this 14, 15 cent range. Moving on over to the 1 year view here, we're up a little bit, 20.08%. We have an all-time low of 10 cents, and we have an all-time high of about 20 cents for the year. As we all know, it was at 20 cents right before the market crash that happened in the beginning of August, and then that is when it really kind of came down, and by the 6th of August it was at 16 cents. By the 7th it was at 15 cents, and then by September 6th it was at 14 cents, and then we have an all-time low again of 10 cents on November 4th. Moving on over to the all-time view. And again, one of my favorite views in the charts because it really shows you that zoomed out view of the chart. And you can see here, this decline was the market crash. Then we had a little bit more of a crash towards the end of September, even more, where it went down to about 10 cents. But now we're finally recovering from that. And when you look at this view, it shows you that we're really not in a bad place at all. I think sometimes when it, like, for example, when it was down at like as low as 10 cents, I think people were thinking, oh my God, it's like down here. But, it was nowhere near being at the bottom. It was nowhere near plummeting, and it was nowhere near, being rugged or anything like. I mean, Kaspa would never be rugged, but I'm just saying, like, it was nowhere near, dead, okay? Because this had a launch price of like, we could go back here, of almost 3 zeros, 21.77. So we're nowhere near where this was like 2 years ago when it launched. We're nowhere near where it was a year ago. We are up, 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 and this was just a little tiny discount. I mean, most people say, oh, this is, that was quite a dip. This was quite a decrease. Well, this right here hopefully just served as the time for everyone else to buy and get Kaspa at an incredibly cheap price. So we're on our way back up here. The chart is looking great. I don't know a more bullish chart, but look at that incline. And there's also a trend happening here. It goes up, it reaches a new all-time high, then it goes down slightly. Then it goes up, a new all-time high, and then it goes down again slightly. New all-time high, down. New all-time high, down. New all-time high, down. Okay? And then down a little bit here, and then I think, the next milestone is going to be 20, 21, 22, 23 cents. Because it will hit a new all-time high very soon, because if it follows the trend that it has been, I think that's absolutely what's going to happen. So right now we have an all-time high all time for the project of 20 cents, but I think the next all-time high will be about 21, 22, 23 cents. And hopefully we could see that by the end of the year. I think it has a good chance of doing that. Kaspa is doing great. In terms of exchange listings, it has been listed on Kraken recently, which is awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, that's its very first tier 1. I can absolutely see Crypto.com, Gemini, and Binance listings to follow sometime perhaps in 2025. But I think that Kraken listing is really helping. And then in terms of exchange listings as a whole, it's doing great. Let's see here. 66 exchange listings total. So it's doing great, and it's in a great place. And again, this is just the pre-pumps. So I think we're going to be seeing like a slow hike to $1. We could see it reach $1 probably by maybe February if it's a slow hike. But if it really starts to pump up like quickly, we could see $1 as early as January. But that's if it really, really starts to move. Right now, I'm thinking around February for this to maybe hit $1, March the latest. So coming over here to the community sentiment, 87% of the community is bullish on Kaspa and 13% is bearish. 87% in my opinion is a little low for this being such a great project, but I'm sure it will go up as time goes on. And then also remember, this is a really fun concept that CoinMarketCap just introduced, or at least it's the first time I'm actually paying attention to it. But you can actually, if you have an account with CoinMarketCap, you could actually come in here and put in what you think the next price prediction will be for the following day. So like right now they're asking, what do you think the price prediction for Kaspa will be for December 7th? And then you could put the price in, click predict, and then it'll, your vote will be taken into account. And there's a prize pool, and I think this is like, this like little gem here is like CoinMarketCap's currency or whatever you want to call it. So you spend like 10 of those, whatever you call them, and then the prize is like 1,180 or something. And I'm not sure the value of each of them or like how that works, but just something kind of fun that CoinMarketCap is doing. So I think that's it for now for Kaspa, but again, I will keep you posted. It'll be interesting to see what happens over the weekend with this. But it's looking good, so just keep holding and wait for the big gains to kind of take place. Just a few things before I end this video as well. My social media links are in the description section: Instagram, X, Discord server. You can enjoy 10% off a Tangem hardware wallet using my code PUMP at checkout if you're interested. Don't forget to check out my merch store and my monthly membership for $3.99 a month. You can find all of that on my channel under the membership and store tabs. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's so appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.